Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny, and this is the Have and the Have Not Season 5, Episode 3. And the name of this episode is It's Okay to Love. And just before I get started, I just want to let everybody know thank you for all the birthday wishes. Today I turned 34, so, many more to come. So I'm actually really in good spirits, and I definitely thank everyone for the love and support that they've shown me. All right. But to start off with the episode, this is what happened tonight. The episode starts off where it left off in episode 2, when David finally arrives at the Cryer residence, and immediately when he opens the door with the spare key, Veronica runs up to him like, "David, oh my God, David, oh David, oh David." I'm like, really, Veronica? But in a way, Veronica really was kind of in that state because she'd been trying to get the hell up out of there, and Catherine won't let her out. But pretty much, Catherine starts playing the role of victim and shit. Because we saw that Catherine hid the knife. Once David came, once David opened the door. So now, Catherine is playing that Veronica tried to kill her, and she also killed someone in the living room. And she doesn't mention at that time who it is, but David, as we can also tell in episode 2, is definitely afraid of Veronica because of how sinister and conniving Veronica can be. He pretty much has an apartment that is pretty much buried, under different, business titles and shit that she doesn't even know about. I mean, he is that much afraid of Veronica. So the whole time he's like backing away from Veronica, like, get the hell away from me. Like, oh my God, like, no, don't touch me. So it's like he is really, even though we know what really happened, it's easy to believe that Veronica could have done this because of all the crazy shit Veronica has done. So while he's kind of like fighting Veronica off, like, no, get away from me, he's backing away, he trips over, over Jennifer Salison, a.k.a. Roadkill. He falls on the couch, and she's been riddled with bullets to the point where she's unrecognizable. Because he asked, who the hell is this? And Veronica told him it was Jennifer. And he was, and pretty much, damn Captain's like, yeah, and she killed her. And she keeps telling fucking Catherine, shut up, Catherine, stop it. I'm like, well, actually, in a way you did, because due to the fact that you had Wyatt raped in jail, and then afterwards he hooks up with Jennifer Salison, who decides to give him immunity. Then she decides to, give him his inheritance of $12 million, and she got it against, his parents. And then he pretty much sniffed himself up into a damn drug overdose, where for a good while we thought Wyatt was dead. And then all of a sudden now Wyatt is alive. So all of this shit pretty much started after he got raped in prison. He immediately just turned into this reckless, self-indulgent lunatic who is out to destroy his own life. So, just with that being said, Veronica, you kind of are at fault. You just didn't actually shoot Jennifer Salison in cold blood. We all know that was all Catherine Cryer. And man, did Catherine Cryer come to life when she did that shit. But anyway. So pretty much, they're all going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, David calls Judge Hawthorne, so we now know that Jim is on his way out because Jim is in the office with the judge. And he pretty much tells Jim, because he's getting back and forth, like, Veronica is saying that Catherine killed her, and Catherine is saying Veronica killed her. So he's kind of in this tailspin, but he tells Jim, Jim, get your ass here now. Veronica, is here, Catherine's here, things are kind of crazy and topsy-turvy, we need your ass here now. So he's like, okay, fine, I'll be here as soon as I get there. But Jim is kind of, probe and ask a lot of these questions, but David's not trying to say anything. So next thing, he's still trying to keep them calm. Catherine is just off the rails with it. She's like, no, we need to call an ambulance. We need to call the police. Oh my God, she's like, oh my God, I could bleed to death. And damn, David's like, girl, please, you ain't got nothing but a flesh wound. You'll be alright. We ain't doing nothing until Jim shows up. Next, we actually had a phone call between Erica and Candace, and man, I have to say, Erica has a plan against Candace. I don't know what it is, but I am definitely under suspicion that, yeah, something's up, especially when it came down to those documents that she signed. Those documents that she created for Benny to sign, for her to use to mortgage, the business and the houses. And then, when she had mentioned that Ward could be getting out of jail, and then she was saying, well, and then she told Candace, you're the one who set him up. And she's like, no, I didn't. It was Mitch. And she's like, oh, really? Mitch did that? And she's like, yeah, you heard him when he said it. So I'm like, yeah, Erica, something up with your motherfucking ass. And pretty much, she's staying at the Sarandon, and pretty much her main mark is David, and she is making headway with him, but she pretty much, just in that conversation, she lets her know that she overheard that Ward could be getting out, but she lied as to the source of where she heard that. She says, oh, she has a friend who's close with the DA, Jennifer Salison. That's how I heard that Ward could be getting out. She actually heard that from David, overhearing him talk to Jim on the phone. So we actually know that, yeah, Erica definitely got a sinister plan. What it is, we don't know, but yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on you, bitch. Yeah. She the one who pretty much set you up with David, and now you starting to think you big shit because you staying at the Sarandon. Reality check. Yeah, so pretty much that's what happened there. We actually see okay. Oh yes. Also, we actually see that Benny is still on that porch waiting for Candace, and finally Mitch shows up. While they're pretty much, they have a conversation. He finally opens up about that he lost everything, that the bank is about to confiscate everything he has, including the tow truck that he had prior to getting the business. So the actual tow truck that he had that was in his name, in his own possession, is now being named and everything else. So he is literally about to lose everything, and you can see in the scene that Benny is broken. Like, he is severely broken. So, pretty much, Mitch, him and Mitch pretty much have like a heart-to-heart or whatever. But then Mitch is pretty much kind of like on a rampage because due to the fact that he done roughed up the guy from the court, coming out of the tow yard on his way there, Mitch fucking feeling himself and shit. His adrenaline is at an all-time high and shit, and he's just like ready just to do some reckless shit. Cause he's saying like, yo, let's go back to the tow yard and get your damn truck. And he's like, I can't get it. Like, they're gonna confiscate everything. But then while they were talking, he had mentioned, why don't we get a loan? And immediately Mitch is like, oh fuck no. I already told you about this shit. We're not going down that road. Like, look, these people do not fucking play. So you give them a loan, oh, trust me, they own you, and they will let you know time and time again how much they own you. Like, nah, you don't want that kind of stress on you. meaning, Benny was thinking about that they should ask his family, the Malones, for a loan, to keep the building open. He's like, nah, you don't want them involved. So, but then while they're actually talking, next thing you know, we see the police come up and they're asking, for Mitch for Mitch Malone. And first they was thinking it was Benny, because they even joked. He's like, man, shoot. Well, I don't know why the cops are coming up here. He's like, yo, they probably coming up here for you. And then Benny's like, I ain't do shit. He's like, yeah, but they gonna think it's you. I mean, come on, let's be real. Like, you in this neighborhood? He's like, yeah, it's true. You got a point. So at first they kind of did look at Benny. Benny's like, well, my name ain't Mitch Malone, so you need to go somewhere with that. Then they found out that, and when Mitch finally said who he was, they fucking just arrested him. And Mitch was just obliging and everything, because Mitch just knows, I'm gonna get out. It's nothing. Okay. Well, they're still, searching the house, and one thing that they end up doing is that they found the safe. Candace's safe in the house. They broke the safe. They found the $20,000 and find all the compromising pictures of Jim Cryer with all of these, with all of these different, sexual, pretty much, sexual characters that were in the picture with him. And you can definitely tell that it made Justin feel some kind of way, because Justin was just like, I was like, yeah, Justin, yeah, that's your inner man trying to speak to you. But let's just say that Justin's pissed, because next thing we see, Candace and Jeffrey get on the phone. They have a conversation. He's saying that, look, we need to give this up, and we just need to just turn ourselves in, just completely doing the straight bitch shit that Jeffrey usually does. Candace fucking flipped the script and was like, have you ever been raped? Have you ever been stabbed? I know you haven't, but that's exactly what would happen to you in prison. He's like, oh no, don't threaten me. I'm like, bitch, the same kind of shit just happened to Wyatt's ass. She ain't fucking lying, dumbass. See, that's the problem with fucking Jeffrey. That Jeffrey, when Candace be giving you some real life shit, it's like you completely go left and you just kind of revert back to being like this childish punk that you've been throughout the season. It's like it's always like a back and forth with Jeffrey. I be loving it when Jeffrey comes to it, but then Jeffrey goes right back to child mode very easily. And he's like, oh no, don't threaten me. You don't. Like, she ain't fucking threatening you. She's telling you that's what really goes down. And she's saying you're not built for that life. So she says that, look, get your boy on the phone and put him on three-way. He calls Justin. Justin goes the fuck off. He's like, Jeffrey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, you're telling this bitch all our business? Well, you let this bitch know that she ever fucking threatened me. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, Justin in his feelings. And the whole time he's going off and you thinking Justin's going to hang up, Justin stayed on the phone. So it's obvious he really is feeling Jeffrey. And Candace was actually picking this up on the phone because, Jeffrey's kind of pleading that, look, I need you to help the both of us. We both need your help. So please do what you can to help us. And that phone call was everything, because I think Candace really did pick it up that, yeah, Justin really is feeling Jeffrey. And then, like, pretty much, we actually see that after they hang up, Jeffrey's at the hospital. Tell me why the fuck Wyatt is dressed and ready to fucking leave. He hasn't been, it's like the fool is just on some other shit. Like, he pretty much saying that, I'm ready to get the hell out of here. And he's like, look, you can come with me if you want, but I'm not staying here. And he's like, man, the hospital didn't even dismiss you. He's like, yeah, they're not going to dismiss me, so I'm leaving. And next thing you know, the fool just fucking walked away. And I'm like, Wyatt, here we go. You already onto some more bullshit. Your ass just came out of of a coma where you overdosed and you already about to get into some more bullshit. Like, Ryan needs his ass whooped. Like, seriously. Next, we actually see back at the house, Justin's Justin's in the in the backyard. He pretty much sees the spot. Where Quincy's buried. I'm sorry. And next thing you know, we see that he creates a distraction by going to the hot tub. He pretty much takes a Sharpie and kind of draws it as blood at the hot tub. He takes the cover of the jacuzzi and he puts it on top of the spot where Quincy's buried. So now he got the cops thinking that they need to research the hot tub and that they should call CSI to check it out and all of that. So we see that Justin is kind of biding time, that they won't search that spot. And also while they were on the phone between, the three-way call between Jeffrey, Candace, and Justin, Jeffrey was kind of being the mediator, trying to make the two of them get along. Because he's saying that, look, we're all in this, and we definitely need each other's help. So, yeah, you got something on her, she got something on you. Let's all kind of, let's all apologize and let's work together. So after that goes down, we actually go outside and we see that Justin meets up with Candace. And Candace she fucking had me laughing like crazy in this scene because she was just picking it out like, so you really care about Jeffrey, don't you? And he's like, yeah, he's my friend. It's like, it's okay to admit how you really feel about Jeffrey. It's alright. It's okay if you really love someone. I mean, she was just going in and like Justin is just still combative because he's still in the closet. He's like, no, it's nothing like that. I'm like, actually, when it came down to you being handcuffed to the bed of the landing and you had your legs up in the air shouting for glory, yeah, it was like that, Justin. Cut the bullshit. So... But then she started asking about the safe or whatever, and he said that they broke into the safe already. And they got their $20,000, and they also got your compromising pictures of Judge Cryer. So it's like now those pictures are really going to ruin the Jim's reputation, within the law district. Because now that that's being confiscated, people are going to be talking, thinking that Jim get down. So yeah, Ward kind of lost it on that one. He ain't gonna be able to get the negatives on none of that shit because now the police got that shit. So that's null and void. But then he let her know that look, he pretty much Justin pretty much tells Candace like, look, I'm biding time for you, but they're eventually gonna search the backyard, so be prepared for that shit. So, but then she apologizes again, but then she again goes into like, yeah, I apologize, I'm sorry, but I'm glad that you're doing this for Jeffrey. He really deserves someone that really cares and loves him. And all this shit, I was like, Candace, you keep fucking twitching that knife, because he got feelings for him, but Justin don't want to come out and admit it because that will ruin everything that Justin has built. His wife, his reputation in the police department, his relationship with his mother, everything's on the line. So yeah. But it was cool that Candace is twisting that knife and you seeing that Justin's having this reaction. Next we actually see Benny and Hannah. Hannah is pretty much saying she got everything packed and, they about to go to the Fountain Drop Hotel and she's taking little Quincy with her. And she's pretty much telling him, like, look, you need to pack your stuff. And he's like, no, I'm staying here. I'm waiting for Candace. So she pretty much just says that, okay, fine. I'll stand here and wait with you. He's like, oh, no, you can go. But then You know, they having a conversation going back and forth, and it kind of ties back into what they were doing the last time, where he's pretty much saying, like, look, you never encourage Candace. You're always putting her down. You're always belittling her. You never want to see the good in what she does. But then she did admit that I'm glad that she got this house for you because it is a beautiful home. I'm glad she did this for you. You know, but then again, you know how your sister is. So it's like even though she tries to give her a compliment, she also has to tear her down or throw shade. It's like Hannah can't help it. Like she just has to have this, you know, combative thing with Candace. And Benny is like telling her, like, look, you need to kind of develop a new way to talk to your daughter. Like, what the hell is going on? And, you know, he's still pretty much saying that, look, won't you leave? Won't you just go? You know, and he's just kind of over it. He is mad as hell because it's like everything that and I think that's the reason why Hannah's calm. Because, you know, in any other situation, if Benny would have talked to her the way he's been talking to her, she would have slapped the piss out of him. Like, literally, slapped the living piss out of him. But the only reason why she's not is because she knows what he's feeling, where everything you've worked for and everything you have attained is literally being taken away from you just like that. And she knows that's where Benny is, so that's why she's letting Benny rant, and she's letting Benny go the fuck off. And she ain't, you know, really trying to clap back on him. Yeah, so I noticed that she really is being, like, really supportive of him right now, because normally if you would have talked to her like that, Benny, you'd be picking your teeth up off the floor. But it's cool that that he is getting it out, though, letting her know that, look, you know, you always think negative about your sister, but she's saying that, look, your sister ain't gonna come. Like, we got to be out of here. Like, and she's saying, I got that little boy to worry about. I'm not going to be up in here and these police, you know, escorting us out of the place, telling us we got to leave. I got to keep a roof over that little boy's head. So she pretty much says, I'm about to go, and we about to go to the motel, and you can stay here with the Candace all you want to, but it is what it is. So they ended up there. So pretty much Hannah grabs the chair and she goes back in the house. Next, we actually see that Catherine is getting her wound treated by David, and you can tell that bitch Veronica feels some kind of way. You used to do that for me. I remember when you used to be that attentive to me. And then next thing you know, they pretty much go back and forth, and David pretty much says that, look, at one point I loved you more than life itself, but every time I turned in, like, even though you was fucking psychotic, but I still loved your ass, but yeah, I can't do this shit with you no more. This shit is too fucking much. And then, you know, her and Catherine are still going back and forth. You know, she's still taking jabs or whatever, like, you should call the ambulance. You should call the police, David. And she's like, look, Jim is on his way. We're not going to do anything until Jim shows up. And then fucking Veronica just starts going off like, oh, here we go. We got to let poor old Jim, because us poor blacks can't do nothing without good old Jim. We can't do anything without good old Jim. And I was like, oh, damn, Veronica is psychotic like shit. But she has a point. It's like, and it's funny because it's like, even though, like, the name of the show, The Have and the Have-Nots, you know, we see that the Criers have, and the Harringtons are somewhat, you know, they pretty much have money, but they don't have the kind of money that they have, and they don't have the kind of power that the Criers have. So they're kind of like somewhat underlings to the Criers. And we kind of see that, you know, we definitely see that in Jim and David's relationship, and we definitely see it in Wyatt and Jeffrey's relationship. You know, where, like, one is kind of like the little, like, sidekick or like the go-between for the other one. And it's crazy. And she was just kind of calling it out, saying that David ain't nothing but a coon or like a sucker MC, you know. And that pretty much, you know, And then, like, next thing you know, she still is trying to, and still Catherine is still trying to spin it that, Veronica, was trying to kill Jennifer, and the reason why she was trying to kill Jennifer is probably because she knew that Jennifer wanted you. And then, in the first, Veronica's like, that's not true, that's a lie, but it's like, but it wasn't a lie when it came to Maggie Day, and she's like, oh no. That was a casualty of war. I'm like, you foul bitch, Veronica. It's like she has no remorse for killing that woman. And then like, Catherine's like, she killed Veronica. She killed Maggie Day. Oh, that explains why you killed Jennifer Salison. She wanted him too. And I was like, Catherine, you a mess. It's like Catherine is playing the role of victim. Like, she completely flipped the script when it came to David and made Veronica look like shit. Really made Veronica look like the jealous, vindictive, evil bitch that she was. And then the next thing you know, she's pretty much saying that I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm getting sick of the fact that every time, it comes down to a situation, we got to wait on Jim to be Mr. Fix-It. We got to wait on Jim to help us poor little black folks, to help us, sorry black folks, to get through everything. And we always got to depend on good old Jim. And then, like, David's like, look, shut the hell up. Like, look, I said before, we're going to wait till Jim gets here, and then we're going to do what we got to do. But we're not doing anything without Jim. And then all of us, next thing you know, like, Catherine notices the gun, like, she's next to the gun. Next thing you know, they both tussle for the fucking gun, and then damn Veronica pulls the damn gun out, and now Veronica got power over the situation. So I'm like, y'all motherfuckers done let Veronica get to the damn gun. See, here we were thinking that Veronica was finally going to pay. And she paid for a matter of a few minutes, but it didn't last because now she got the gun, and now she got both David and... But I think her main focus right now is David because she realizes that she no longer has any power over David and that David is literally done with her ass. So now she sees David as a target. And then she's so fucking senile that she starts to develop this conspiracy that she thinks that Jim, David, and Catherine are all working against her. I'm like, you and your damn conspiracy theories are always getting your ass in trouble. Because you developed that shit with Maggie, you do the same shit with Jeffrey, you're constantly developing all of these weird conspiracy notions in your head, and then you act on them as if it's reality. And the whole damn time, you was the one who cheated on him. He didn't even sleep with that bitch. That's why I said, like, yeah, Veronica definitely needs to be taken down a peg or two, a lot more and fast enough. Well, I'm saying we're quick and fast in a hurry. That's what I meant to say. Forgive me. But that's my review, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Leave comments on this video. Share this video. Like this video. I have to say this was pretty much somewhat of a filler episode, but it was a lot of content and definitely a lot of thought-provoking things happened tonight. But stay tuned. I will definitely be back with you guys next week for another review of the Have and the Have Not. So until then, take care.